Like, there's a difference. A guy needs a girl to come home to do his laundry.
But you don't. Y'all
like,
don't. Y'all don't do it.
But that's what you want. You want that in a woman. I don't need anything from a man. I'm self-sufficient on my own. I just want a man.
What though?
Wait, hold on. What?
For how long? For like your whole life?
Whatever.
What did Kevin Samuels say? Men built the world around you.
Yeah.
And there's a lack of appreciation for that. If you really put your money where your mouth is, just get rid of everything they built. Your car, your home, all of your luxuries.
I think, to be charitable, when she says women don't need men, she's not saying as a collective. She's saying individualistically.
More individualistic.
But
my point
women
still
do
stands.
definitely need men on a societal level.
Beyond, yeah.
But women are even sort of ignorant to that nowadays because men have made society so comfortable and so protected.
They've created the beast.
Well, here,
Also.
to do a very rudimentary explanation of this. So like, let's say you lived in a small tribe and there's the wilderness on the outside and there's animals, there's other tribes. That's all very in your face. And then just like the harsh reality of like, where are we going to get our next water from? Where are we going to get our next food from? Really just like base level survival, harsh reality. Men have created society and created a system that has basically streamlined all of that through industry, through civilization building. And women are just like move through society, not realizing that society was created and functions due to men's genius, ingenuity, and continuity of labor. So even though we have this existing infrastructure, if all men disappear, y'all fucked. Like, within 72 hours, the electrical grid gone, internet gone, fires start breaking out. 90%, or I don't know the exact percentage. Majority firefighters are men. What's the other thing? I mean, all these critical industries, you remove men for 72 hours.
Devastating to the system.
Honestly, here's my view. If all men disappeared and women didn't have time to like even prep for it, even if they prep for it, I'm not sure how that would go. But if men just disappeared without any pre-planning, 50% of women would be dead within 2 weeks.
You understand that those systems were set up by men, though?
Good.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
That's what they're capable of.
If women were running society, we would still be living in grass huts.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Because, you might think that that's a crazy thing to say, but the cascading necessity of physical strength to have been able to build certain machinery that now, like for example, a woman can handle, a bulldozer, I guess, but the industry and what led up to those sorts of things was just brute strength. And this is like really pulled back analysis here, but women don't have the same physical strength as men.
Yeah.
And they would not have been able to invent certain things or have the requisite strength to have enabled the Industrial Revolution.
Well, I totally agree with where you're coming from a physical labor standpoint. I think that we would not be where we are without men, but I think that until very recently, women did not have the intellectual opportunities to contribute in ways that maybe they would have been. What? Why are you grimacing at that?
Because it's completely like
Because
false.
that's true.
Because it's false. When did women scientists join NASA? Much later than men. You know
that's
right?
NASA. That's NASA.
Even
That's
with
not
an
to say
education,
not have
That's
the
kind of like the
intellectual
whole
to be
point of this
NASA.
argument, though. That's an intellectual asset that women did not have the opportunity to join.
They're not contributing, and if they get an education, they end up on OnlyFans.
That's such a crazy generalization.
No, it's a reality.
That's a generalization, though.
No, it's a good generalization. It's a reality.
It's not
somebody-
to say that it's not a good generalization.
No, it's okay.
Somebody in the chat said, Leroy McCoy, good point. Most industrial innovations are labor multipliers, labor that was previously done by men. So it's kind of like, I know must be a specific term for this. I don't know if it's gatekeeping, but there's basically like a threshold that needs to be passed before you can reach the next point. And if the threshold to get to that next level of civilization is a base level of physical strength, women just wouldn't have had the base level of physical strength to even do it. And then you can get into other conversations like,
I agree with
like
you.
that there's, I'm not going to go into the greater male variability stuff as it relates to intellect, but that's another component.
I just think once that threshold is met, that until very recently in terms of all of history, that women could have contributed more to that upper threshold once that base labor was met.
I suppose, but even the jobs today that society relies on, I'm talking critical infrastructure jobs, these are still predominated almost entirely by men.
Yeah.
And if men were all of a sudden disappeared, you wouldn't be able, like, women wouldn't have the knowledge base or even the physical strength
Yeah.
to do some of these
Yeah,
jobs.
because they haven't been given the opportunity.
Yeah, so you
It's
don't
not-
think
no, it's not-
so you
Their
don't
brain
think
is
we
It's not. It's
But
not
you
the
don't-
opportunity. It's that women don't want to do those jobs.
Not all women, but I see what you're
Almost
saying.
all.
The female brain isn't wired like that. The male brain is so different.
Well, I wouldn't even make it about the brain. I'll just keep it to physical strength. But here, pull up, Nick, pull up the Discord. We'll really quickly go into men at work. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to let some of these come through. Hold on.